let's take a look at how we can add to our skills in VEXcode by adding some new equipment and kind of playing around with some new control structures for our first program. So first thing we're going to take a look here is we need to set up devices. So in devices, I need to go ahead and add a potentiometer, which is going to be in the 3-wire section. And the ones we're going to be using are the V2 potentiometers version 2. This one here I'm going to have plugged into port A, and I'm going to go ahead and select done. For the rest of our particular device, we're just going to go ahead and add a motor. For this one, I'm going to be plugged into motor port 1. And maybe I'll just call this, in this case, the fan motor. So I use this quite a bit just to be able to use our fan. Again, settings, we can leave it default. I'm going to go ahead and select done. And I'm going to go ahead and collapse this. So again, we're using our basic fan build in order to do this. And what we're going to do is we're going to program the fan to respond to the potentiometer's reading. So we're kind of making like a variable speed control. So in order to do this, I'm going to go ahead and start off with going into the logic section. And I want to find a while loop. So I'm going to grab the word while and drop it here on the line 54. Now our condition, we're going to leave our colon in there, will be while true. And then the pass statement will be where we're starting to bring in some new commands. So the first thing we need to do is a new feature we're going to be adding in is the brain screen. We haven't played with this too much yet other than to make sure that the program's running, but we can actually use our brain screen to track sensor values. So I'm going to go to the screen option. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off first by making sure to clear the screen. And then we want the cursor to set at 1, 1. So this will make sure that whatever it prints, it's going to be right at the top left as far as that goes. The other thing that we're going to go ahead and do is what we want our screen to display is we want it to print like what exactly is there. So notice how right now, if we leave this in there, it would print VEXcode. What we're going to do is I'm going to actually take this out, and also with the quotation marks, I'm going to go to the 3-wire section, and I'm going to grab the angle the potentiometer.angle %, and I'm going to drop it inside of those parentheses. So you're going to see that it looks like this. So it's inside of the print parentheses, and you kind of see a double that'll end up happening at the end. So make sure that you have the right number of parentheses as you do this. All right, so what this does is it is going to go ahead and clear the screen. It's going to set the cursor, and it's going to go ahead and print the angle of what the potentiometer is reading on the brain screen. What we're going to do next is we want this to, one, be able to see it, but also we need to be able to watch and be able to respond to it. So I'm actually going to go into the logic section, and I'm going to use something called, we've used the if conditions, we've used an if-else. This time we're going to use an if-else-if, and else, and I'm going to drag and drop this into our line as well. So this becomes starting on line 58. So what we're going to do is we're going to write a little condition here to kind of help out. And our example that we're going to use is that if the first condition, if the value of that potentiometer, so I'm going to go back to 3-wire, drag that in, and make sure I got a space there so that way my if turns blue. So if the potentiometer angle in % is, I'm just going to go ahead and write less than or equal to 25, then what do we want it to do? Well, in this case, since we have our motor, the command that we want to do is we just want it to stop. So if it's anywhere reading, our potentiometer reads that, I'm going to just clean this up a little bit. So if the potentiometer angle in % reads less than or equal to 25, then it's just going to stop the motor. It's not going to even run it. Otherwise, if, and we got another condition we can set up here, which is very similar. So I'm actually going to watch, and I'm going to take out the word condition, and I'm actually going to copy this condition up top here, and I'm going to paste it down below. And what we're going to say is that if it's greater than 25, but we also want to set up another scenario where we want to say we want to establish a range. So I'm going to type the word and I'm going to go ahead and paste this as well. And if the potentiometer angle in % is, so if it's greater than 25 or less than or equal to, we'll say 50, then we want the motor to run at half speed. So I'm actually going to go ahead and say set the velocity to 50%, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to spin that motor forward. And I'll get rid of that. Clean up our program here a little bit. The last one here is just going to be the else statement. We don't have to worry about with else's. It's going to compare to the other two, and then we're going to be able to run what we want. So in this case, I'm going to set the velocity. Notice the word pass just kind of drops down below. I can go ahead and get rid of that. And then we're going to go ahead and set this to 100%. And then down below, we're going to go ahead and we're going to spin it forward. So what we'll do here is just to kind of help this program kind of, also when it comes to the end, is we're going to, underneath that else condition, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a little wait statement in here. And that wait is going to just be a 0.05 seconds, just to give it a little bit of time to kind of get finished and kind of do that. Okay. I can kind of clean up some of these lines. Don't need all those. So right now I'm just going to build it. And I'm not going to save the program for right now, but we're just going to check to make sure that we have any errors. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to run the program. So when we do this, we're going to be able to see what kind of effect it's going to have. We'll be able to watch the screen and be able to see, how the value gets portrayed, and then how does the motor behave as we, kind of set some of those other conditions. So this is program number 1. And again, what you will do once you get finished with this, please make sure you fill in all the appropriate commented section, and please make sure you add comments to describe what is going on in this program as you have seen and practiced writing it.